question 14 of 2023 DSC Math Paper 1. So let's read the question first. We have the radius of a right circular cone is 14, and we have the curved surface area of the cone is 700 pi. So now you need to remember that the volume of the cone is equal to 1 over 3 pi r squared h, and then for the total surface area, which is equal to pi rl plus pi r squared, where the pi rl is the curved surface area and pi r squared is the base area, and L we're calling as the slant height. So now part A, we're going to find out the height of the circular cone. So try to draw it out. So now we have the height is something we want to find out, the h, and we have the radius, which is 14, and this is our slant height L. And remember that the slant height squared is equal to the height squared plus r squared, just using the Pythagoras, because this is the right angle here. So now what we're going to do, we can use the formula of the curved surface area. The curved area is equal to pi rl, so that we can substitute in, given that the curved area is equal to 700 pi, and equal to pi times the radius, which is giving us 14, times the L, so that we have the L is equal to 50 cm. And now we can using the formula, which is the height squared equal to the slant height squared minus the radius squared, so that we have the height is equal to 50 squared minus 14 squared, and then take the square roots, giving you the answer, which is equal to 48. So that's the height of the circular cone. So for part B, we have a circular cone. Now it's divided into circular cone X and the frustum by the plane, which is parallel to the base. So it's actually cut off from this part. And we have the curved surface area of Y is 15 times of the curved area of X. So please bear in mind that the smaller parts, the X cone X, is going to be similar to the large cone because it's part of it. Then we can say, we can draw the diagram first. This is the original, becomes the small part, and plus the frustum, the lower part. So now the area for this is 1 to 15, isn't it? This is 1 to 15. So plus together, giving you the total surface area of the original cone is going to be 16. Then we can have, so the curve area of the large one, the large cone, to the curved area of X is equal to 16 to 1. So which means that the volumes ratio is equal to 16 over 1, and then we take the square root, and then to the power of 3, giving you 64 divided by 1. So that's the ratio of the volume between the cone X and the original cone. So as we have the original cone's height is going to be 48, and then the radius is 14, then you can just use the ratio to find out what is the volume of the small cone, and then use the large volume minus the smaller volume to get the volume of the frustum. So that the volume of the frustum is just equal to 1 over 3 pi r squared h. This is the original cone's volume, and then we times 1 minus 1 over 64. So this is the ratio between the large cone and the smaller cone, and this is the total volume minus the smaller volume. Then we substitute our answers in, we can have the volume of the Y, which is the frustum, is equal to 1 over 3 pi times the radius, which is 14 squared, the height is 48, and then times 1 minus 1 over 64. Then giving you the final answer, which is equal to 3087 pi cm cubed. So that's for part B1. And now we can try to do part B2. So we have the volume of Y is equal to 3087 pi cm cubed. So for part B2, we have the Y is melted and recast into two identical solid spheres, and we need to find out what is the diameter. So you remember that the volume of the sphere is equal to 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So it's recast into two identical solid spheres, so that we can say the volume of the frustum is equal to 2 times 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Then we can just substitute the numbers in. We have 3087 pi equal to 2 times 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Solve the equation, we have the r cubed is equal to times 3 divided by 4 and then divided by 2, giving you 9261 divided by 8, and then take the cubic root. The r is just equal to 10.5. It's not finished because this is the radius. Be careful, the question is asking about the diameter. So that the diameter is equal to 2 times 10.5, giving you 21 cm.